Today we're going to look at how to tighten the tension in the louvers of a plantation shutter. It's quite simple to do once you know how to do it. Now this here is a display sample. Of course normally the shutter would be mounted in the window with hinges so that it hinges open. But for demonstration purposes today, I just have a hand sample here to make the job just a little bit easier to film. As you can see, we have the louvers at the top which open and shut. Now when your beautiful shutters are installed, these are generally set to a tension that is tight enough that it's still easy to move, but not so loose as that the louvers will fall down from gravity by themselves. Now of course, over time, these louvers, especially the more you use them, the more you open and shut them, they can and usually will begin to come loose to the point that they'll just start to fall down under gravity by themselves and they won't hold their position. Now, the wider your louvers and the taller your shutter, the more likely it is to happen because you'll have more weight in the overall louvers acting on the pivot points. Now each section of louvers is held in place with a tension screw, which is generally on the middle louver. As you can see here, we have a hole here on the left hand side and we also have a hole here on the right hand side. Now in those holes there is a Phillips screw head which we can turn to adjust the tension. Some shutters may only have a screw on one side and some cheaper shutters may not have any screws at all to adjust the tension, but generally they do. Also you might find that the hole here is generally covered with a little plastic plug. If that's the case, you'll just need to lift that little plug out first to be able to get access to the hole. So here we have our louvers, which at the moment are fairly easy to turn. They're not overly loose. If you are finding though that they become too loose, it's simply a matter of getting a Phillips head screwdriver that will fit in the hole and turning the screw clockwise to tighten or anti-clockwise to loosen. So I'll just give this a few turns here to tighten it up on both sides. Now depending on how loose it is, you may only have to turn the screw half a turn, a quarter a turn, probably no more than one or two turns. Initially here I've had to do more than one or two turns because I've had them screwed right out just to make them really loose. Now at the moment you can see that's really stiff. I'm struggling to move that. That's not what you want. If they're overly tight, you can actually cause sometimes to damage the blades because you're putting too much force on them. So I will loosen that maybe about half a turn on either side. And there we go. So as you can see, we've just adjusted both the screws, half a turn or a full turn in to tighten the blades, half a turn to full turn out to loosen the blades. You'll just need to feel and adjust it. And as you can see now, these are just the right tension that they'll stay in the position that I require without falling down on their own. So that is how you tighten the louvers on a plantation shutter.